because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's McLeod. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the check. Ready.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that will agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Marshall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately, to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLeod. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Ready.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Texans at 0-9 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that has not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I'll have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
Now Marshall. It's a room to maneuver. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's how you get right up off of the man, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
This is Bibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Stroud to throw it. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Touchdown, Texans! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
He's got him in, complete. He's to the 15. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Miller. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play and who might to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Come on, come on. Hey. Reload. Ready, right?
And here's Marshall. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Bibbs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey.
They'll run with Marshall.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McLeod. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop it.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He finds his man complete. That's McLeod. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's McLeod. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Viking 18.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Briggs. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one around the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Marshall, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80.
They'll run for it with Marshall. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But it's no secret their season is not going the way that they want it, so in a spot like that on 4th down, is it kind of like, why not? Let's just go for it.
I would hope that would be part of their game plan going in. There's no reason not to go for it in that situation. But if I flip it over to the other side, you also know that their season is a struggle for them. You should expect them to be a little more wide open and go for it in 4th down situations. You should be prepared for that.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. In motion left goes a tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those. gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down now. It's McLeod, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McLeod. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And some room to run now. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field.